host, Darvinique. And if this is your first time joining the show, I would love to introduce myself. So, I am your host, Darvinique, and I'll be having some co hosts join us in just a few minutes here. But a little bit of background about myself. Obviously, I'm a host, I'm also a singer and songwriter, an actress, and an acting coach. I've been teaching as an acting coach for the past 7 years here in Houston, collectively 10 years, but more so behind the scenes, 7 years. I started singing and songwriting my teenage years, but I started singing when I was just a little girl, like 5 years old. And so, being in the arts, the entertainment vein or under the entertainment umbrella is something that I've always been passionate about. I love what I do. And here on this platform, it's where beauty goes beyond the surface. It's going to be a lot of intellectual individuals, beautiful women that share their perspective on so many things, life, love, relationship, finances, business, everything that we can come together. And we're also going to have guests on the show that are also not our co-hosts, but that will be just sharing their stories and their life and their perspectives on, how they overcame their challenges and some pretty smart moves that they made to make it happen. And it's going to be beautiful for everybody. It's going to be because everybody has a path and a journey that speaks to us all differently. What you've gone through is different from what I've gone through. Your perspective on what you've been through is different from mine, but we can all learn from one another. And it's kind of like iron sharpening iron. So I'm excited. I look forward to it. One of the things that I love is I love listening to people who are older than me and people who are younger than me because they have a different outlook on what the world is like for them now. But it's beautiful because I love listening to people full of wisdom, and wisdom not necessarily is an age thing. It's an experience thing. It's applied knowledge, and some people go through things earlier than other people, and some people just have a longer life and get to experience or get to share more of what they've gone through. But I love listening to just the different levels of life. And that's what this is going to be about, the different levels of life. We have so many amazing, dynamic women from different ages, different backgrounds, different upbringings, and things like that. So to hear us all collectively come together on one platform in love, supporting one another, and sharing, our perspectives and our pretty smart moves is something that I believe the viewers like yourselves are going to benefit from. So I am I'm ecstatic. I am ecstatic. So um, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I have some notes here. I have some notes here. One of the things that I hold dear to my heart is, well, of course, I love music. I love singing and songwriting. And one of the quotes, I actually have it posted here near my office. It says, music is what feelings sound like. Music is what feelings sound like. And I remember hearing someone also say, you know, the song always hits different when you're in the moment or when you're currently going through an experience or when you've gone through an experience or. And you know what, I thought that was so true. I thought that was so true. Music is what feelings sound like, right? A lot of times people can't express themselves verbally, just through conversation and communication, but a song will express every single thing to how they feel and what they actually want to say. So I find that to be helpful. I find that to be helpful in some instances to kind of get the conversation started is a song that expresses how I genuinely feel, how I feel at the moment, how I feel in a season, how I feel at a certain time in my life. And so that's one of the things that I love to hold dear to is, where words fail, music speaks. love that. I love that. I could sit on that. I could literally sit on that for a long time. Where words fail, music speaks. Sometimes you don't even need words. Sometimes you just need a beautiful song. Sometimes you just need a beautiful song. And I love here on the show Pretty Smart that a lot of the women, all of us, have beautiful songs, right? And it may not be given out with instrumentals and all of us singing over a record, but the songs of our stories, the songs of our experiences, the songs of our thoughts, right? And I can't wait for these women to join in and to share their views and their pretty smart perspectives. Like, I mean, it's so much that we're going to dive into. It's so much that we're going to dive into. When I say we have so many different dynamics, we have different generations that are going to be my co-host. And I'm excited for everybody to be a part of that, to drink from our cups, right? Because on this platform, it's going to be inspiration. It's going to be moments where we're crying. It's going to be, empowering moments. It's going to be moments where we just laugh and have wine. It's going to be all of those things because it's a sisterhood, where we really come together and we support one another and we listen and we come to, not only are we coming together, but we're also coming up with solutions to a lot of the problems that we face, right? And that's the pretty smart thing about this entire show. We're not just going to be a bunch of pretty women sitting up here just aimlessly having conversation. We're going to talk about some pretty smart moves that we've gone through in our lives and the solutions that helped us get through that, right? Because there's more than one way to climb a mountain, right? There might be a main path, but somebody might find a different way that might be easier for them. You see? So this is one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to you guys diving in with us when we have these shows, when you guys join us on Pretty Smart. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're just waiting for these beautiful ladies to kind of join in with us, to tap in, to introduce themselves. A lot of us have similar backgrounds. A lot of us have different backgrounds of what we do professionally outside of being your host. And I think that's so important because when I was coming together and we were putting the show together, I wanted different women. I wanted different individuals because it's going to speak to a different audience, right? It's like a group, a music group, right? Everybody has their favorite singer. And then here, everybody's going to have their favorite talk show host that they favor the most. And I think that's awesome because all of the different backgrounds that we come from is going to call upon a different audience. Some of us might connect more. Some of my co-hosts might connect more with the younger audience. Some of us might some of you might connect more to the more seasoned, more mature women. So everybody's going to have a different level that they bring to the table. And that's what's important. We don't just want one type. I want all types. That's what makes a beautiful salad. You ever had a good salad that's got more than just lettuce and tomatoes in it? It's got all kind of goodies in it. At least my salad does. I like the lettuce, the tomatoes. I like a little bit of cheese. I like turkey. It all depends. It all depends. Chicken breast. It depends on what I'm feeling. I've had Mediterranean salads. And so the more, the merrier. And that's what this platform, Pretty Smart, is all about. All of these women bringing more and making sure our audience gets the merrier side of this. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I really can't stop smiling. If you guys know how long I've been waiting to do this and how anxious, I know I shouldn't be anxious, but I've just been wiggling my fingers and my toes. I've been doing both. It's like you're waiting outside of your favorite amusement park and you're first in line, right? So you get access to everything first. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. So I don't know. How we doing? Where the ladies at? Ladies, come on in. So that's kind of like where we're coming from with our talk show. Pretty smart women, pretty and smart, right? Because beauty without depth is just decoration. pause. Let's let that marinate. Let's let that sit like seasoning, okay, to a good meal. Beauty without depth is just decoration, right? It makes me think about, I know it's kind of funny, but it makes me think about witches, how they make the apple pretty for you to eat it, and then when you bite it, it's bad. It's bad. And so beauty and brains is a plus, right? So beauty without depth is just decoration. How are you feeding yourself, right? What's your diet? Oh my goodness, I can go on this. I can keep going. I can keep going. What's your diet? Diet is not the only thing that we eat. This is why I'm so full. I'm so full, not only with the expectations of the show, but how many of the viewers will benefit. How many of the viewers will benefit from what we are feeding you guys? Because diet is not only what you eat. Diet is what you read, what you listen to. Ooh, hold on, pause for just a moment. And what you're telling yourself. Oh my goodness. Oh my, some of us are not telling ourselves enough. A lot of times we could be in a position where it's easy for us to pour into other people. But then when your cup is empty, how are you filling yourself back up? What are you giving yourself? Right? There's a is that a proverb? It's from the good book though. Encourage yourself, right? And that is so, I mean, in this life, as you develop and you mature and you grow, you have to learn how to motivate yourself, encourage yourself, constantly feed yourself when nobody is watching. That's where the true strength comes in an individual, when they're feeding themselves. What are you doing on your quiet time? How do you gather yourself and get you together before you go out into the world, right? One of the things I do is I have a morning routine, right? As being a mother of two, I have an 11-year-old and a 3-year-old. Who, look, that moment where I got to pause when I say 3-year-old, if you have children that are young, you know exactly what I mean. So I have to literally get my soul, my mind, my body, my mental space in order to serve my children. When I don't, I'm edgier, I'm snappier, I'm more curt with my words. I'm just like not in a good space. But when I do my morning routine, right? I know people say that so much. Oh, I'll get a morning routine, but no, for reals. My prayer, my meditation, my drinking water, and working out helps me. And I've learned this has been the shift in my mind. So, of course, I like to work out because I love the benefits that it brings. I want to look good. I want to have Tiana Taylor abs and you know, however, I've come to a space where working out really helps me mentally. It helps me break down. It really fights depression in my personal experience. So, that's the thing. How are you feeding yourself? You know, and what I've done outside of that is I love reading. And of course, there's a lot of times I can't carry a book. You all may not be able to carry a book, but you can definitely download an audio, right? That is one of the things I do. Good music, good words, good speaking over myself, right? I got to like me first. I've got to love me first. Your like is extra. Lisa Nichols said it best. She said, I like me first. Your like is extra. I love me first. Your love is extra. I respect me first, right? When it comes to self respect, man, it's like everything that I'm saying can branch off into a whole nother topic. And this is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. This is only the beginning. So, when it comes to self respect, right? Self respect goes into what you're eating. We talked about that. What you're feeding your mind, how you're treating your body, right? All that, I had one of my sisters tell me, she said, you can enjoy the food you love. You can enjoy having a beverage. You can enjoy this. You can enjoy that, but learn to do it in moderation. And I think that's where a lot of us can fall short sometimes, where we overdo it, right? We're overeating, over drinking, oversleeping, overdoing too much of a little bit of everything. But if you learn how to do some of these things or a lot of these things in moderation, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. So I can't wait to hear you guys share in the comments some of the topics that you would love to hear us talk about, some of the things that you've overcome, and what were the solutions to how you overcame that, right? I heard this amazing proverb: in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. Let that one sit. In a multitude of counsel, there is safety. That's going back to the reference that I gave, where there's more than one way to climb a mountain, right? There's more than one way to solve a problem. Ooh, seasoning. That's pretty smart. That's pretty. I'm trying to tell you, it's pretty smart. I'm trying to tell you, it's pretty smart. There's more than one way to do something, to come up with solutions. And so, in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. If you're facing a problem, ask some people who have gone through some things that you're experiencing or that have experienced life and got a little wisdom to share with you. Ask more than one person, right? Because whoever might tell you to do one thing here may not work for you, but you like the way they said it over there, and that works best, right? So, in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. So, when you're just speaking to somebody, just make sure you trust them, right? Make sure you trust them. So, like I said, this is going to be a platform where we go beyond the surface, right? Because beauty without depth is just decoration. There's so many treasures in the ocean. There's so many treasures when you dive deep, right? When you're looking at the top of the ocean, it's pretty. And when the sun hits it, it glistens like diamonds, even when the moon is shining upon it. But people have found the most beautiful treasures down beneath, right? Beauty without depth is just decoration. And I like to tell all my women who are pretty smart, right? Get some depth, dive deeper, find a book, a mentor, some music that just hits a part that pulls you to a deeper level. And I'm so excited because at this very moment, we've got a beautiful co host getting ready to join in a couple minutes. And I can't wait. Can I say her name? Can I say her name? Can I introduce her already? I want to get her in here. Okay. I have to keep it on the low. Because when she gets on here, when she steps on the platform, it's going to be a two-edged sword. This woman is dynamic. She's beautiful. She's heartfelt. She's strong. She's educated. And she's so humble. I've worked with this individual, my co-host. This is my co-host, y'all. I can't wait for her. Um,
Well, hello
All right.
there.
Hello. Hello. Welcome, everybody. I'm
Hey.
so glad to be here. I am your host, Darvinique, and you have now tuning in even more to the show Pretty Smart. We have the lovely my co-host Tashay. Tashay,
Hey.
we are introducing ourselves. You got to tell these people who your beautiful self is. I kind of already started dropping some juice. I'm like, she's beautiful, she's dynamic, she's educated, she's strong, she's powerful. But I'll let you do the rest. Welcome aboard. This is my co-host, everybody, Tashay.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So yeah, my name's Tashay. I go by Ty. I love that you said I'm educated and all this other stuff. I don't even know where to start now.
On any of them, you can start with anything.
Okay, yeah. So I love to write. I love to make people laugh. I love having positive energy and positive people around me. I will go into the education. So I do have my degree in general business. Yeah. And
See, I
then
told y'all.
I
Don't
do. I have
lie.
a lot of experience, customer service, working from home, a lot of different things that I've done in the past. I do want to start my own production company. I do, like I said, I like to write. So hopefully I can start getting some actors to join and, start doing shoots.
Yes.
But yeah, I lived in Houston for 10 years. That's where I met the lovely Darvanique.
Oh my goodness. I'm on her grounds, y'all. I'm on her territory.
No, Dominique, I love you so much. You're amazing. Yeah, and so I started it with the agency, and that's how we met. And I just been in the industry for about 10 years, over 10 years now, starting with
Wow.
pageants and then runway, print, got into acting. So yeah.
See, ladies and gentlemen, Ty, if y'all didn't know, Ty, she is pretty and smart. And Tasha, I was sharing with our audience here that this platform is goes beyond the surface. It goes beyond the surface. And you know what I was sharing right before you joined us is beauty without depth is just decoration.
Very
We
true.
we're going to talk about some deep things. We not up here just being cute.
Right.
We being pretty and smart.
Right.
And I was saying we were going to share certain things about the backgrounds that we've come through and the solutions that we had to come up with, right? Some of us were forced to come up with the solutions to our stories
Exactly.
and to navigate through this thing we call life. And so we just want to let the people know what this is about. We're going to be talking about inspiration, love, fun. We're going to cry. We're going to drink wine. We're going to just talk
Yes.
about we're going to talk about it all. And the beautiful thing about our platform, Ty, is that we have so many genres of women in
Yes,
one
for
room,
sure. Mhm.
right?
Yes.
We've
And the
got
personalities are just great. I feel like we all mesh together. So,
it's
yeah,
we do. It's like a beautiful salad that came together perfectly. It's
exactly.
got
I
all
love
the
that. I love how you put that.
all the good stuff in it.
Yeah,
Somebody got to be the croutons. We got to have everything in
exactly.
here. And so, what I love is the age dynamic,
Hmm.
the wisdom dynamic. And I was telling our audience, we have something for everybody.
Yes, for
We,
sure.
we're going to be speaking to the young, the seasoned, the newcomers, the millennials, the ones who were, because we've got the women that are joining us, when I tell you, one of the things I said was wisdom is not just by age.
Oh, yeah, for
Wisdom
sure.
is through life experience and applied knowledge, right?
Yes, for sure.
We got some wisdom in this room.
We do. We do.
I'm gonna shake my earrings.
And I love them. I'm just like, look at them just dangling.
You ever get so it's something get so good you can't say anything, you just gotta shake it
Yes.
out.
I love it. I look forward to these talks too. Just speaking with the girls prior to it, I'm like, I love their energy. I love, like you said, their wisdom is from young to the oldest. Like it is great. I love the energy that everyone's given. So I'm excited, and I hope everyone else is excited to see what we have in store because
Yes,
we gonna talk about everything.
right. Okay, wait, because I have to ask this question. What is one of the topics? I know we've kind of gone over this behind the scenes, but what is one of the topics you're looking that is dear to your heart that you're looking to bring to the world before us?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's experiences with life in general, that's one big thing for me. I can't wait to hear, like I said, everyone's wisdom and everyone's, different backgrounds, like where everyone has come from. That. Also, I want to talk about accountability. That's the biggest one for me as well.
From
Yes, because I feel like we live in a world where everyone wants to point the finger and never wants to take accountability for themselves. And then another big thing is mental health. It's been a lot going on. I mean, it's always been like that for years, but I mean, I feel like it's just so much negative energy in the world, and no one knows how to get rid of it or, bring it and put it somewhere else. You know what I mean? So I just feel like positive energy and just having a good mental health status is very important to talk about, and I feel like a lot of people would be able to relate to that.
Yes, and I feel like you are the perfect person for that. The compassion that flows through you. You
Yes.
have this beautiful place in your spirit where like if you see somebody going through something, you're very empathetic naturally.
Yes, for
And
sure.
we need that. We need that to continue to pour out. But you were like that even when we worked together. Like,
Yeah.
you were just very compassionate. And even when we, worked with the students one-on-ones, you gave so much compassion. Some of them you just kind of like, okay, now you're just pulling my coat here.
Exactly. Yeah. But regardless, it's important because a lot of people try to hide it. Nobody likes to talk about the mental status that they're at right now. And, whether it's good or bad, it should be talked about. It should definitely be talked about. And a lot of people will smile just to hide it or, tell jokes. But when you're really going through something, it's something that you should let out. You should be able to have an outlet for that.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Ty herself. We've got another beautiful co-host getting ready to join us in just a few minutes here. I gotta drop the jewels. Sydney's gonna be in the house. Sydney's gonna be joining us here. She's gonna be joining us here shortly. And there she is. Welcome, Sydney.
Hi.
I was getting ready to say, is that a horse in your room?
Yeah, I have a very, very, very large Great Dane, and the minute she heard your voices, she was like, "Wait, I'm the real star." She was squeaking her toy at me, like,
Oh my God, so
cute.
yeah, she thinks she's the star.
Welcome, Sydney. How are you?
I am. You know what? I'm good. I just had the most awesome experience tonight. I'm having a good time, and I'm actually really feeling it. I went to this like interactive theater production. It was called the Mad Hatter's Gin and Tea Party. And me and my wife went, okay? And you go in and you pick out a really cool Mad Hatter hat, and then you go into this experience, and it's like theater, but you're at the Mad Hatter's table. In Alice in Wonderland, we're at the table, they're drinking the crazy tea.
So bougie.
Right.
Alcoholic tea. So they kept feeding you the tea, man. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And they got stop. So her toy away.
That's okay. Am I saying it wrong? Please forgive me if I say it wrong. You're a furry mom or a mom?
Yeah, fur mom. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a fur mom too.
fur mom. I used to be way back in my days. I think I was too young to be fur mom, but
I'm scared to ask. I'm scared to ask what happened.
I was too young. I didn't know what I was doing.
Listen, her moms will be going through it, okay? I know moms go through it too with kids. You guys go through it too, but dogs, look at child, they act like children. Like she really is a child, and she's mad I took her toy away, so she's sitting here trying to give an attitude.
Yes, but we love it, Sydney. So you came in at such a wonderful time, as we're live here, and we've introduced ourselves, and so we're going to give you this moment to shine like a diamond. Tell the people who you are, and a little bit of background about yourself, and then what are you looking forward to sharing with the world before us? A topic that would be dear to your heart.
Okay. Oh, that's deep. Well, okay, first let me say, hi, I'm Sydney. A little bit about me. Whoa, I'm from Michigan. I moved to Florida like 11 years ago, and I will never go back to that cold weather, although I am regretting the hot summer this year. I graduated from University of West Florida with a communications degree, minor in psychology. Yeah, I am an actress, model. I own a big Great Dane. I am married. I have a lovely wife and a big fluffy cat. And yeah, I love
that you said that. I have a big fluffy cat. Like,
right.
what's going on? Wow. So
yeah, that's pretty much my life. And then what was that last question? I'm sorry.
No. So what is a topic that's dear to your heart that you're looking forward to sharing with us on Pretty Smart?
Okay, first of all, I love some good tea. So we got to share some good tea. Yes. I love stories. But I think a real topic I don't know. I want to talk about like what I've mentioned to you guys before, like society and its effect on women and those type of topics, kind of controversial topics. But also, what? One thing I would also like to talk about is I'm adopted, and sometimes like talking about adoption topics, and also like I don't know, talking about things that like sometimes people don't know the right vocab for adoption. So maybe talking about adoption a little bit would be fun to me. And
that's interesting for sure. Yeah.
And then of course, all the dirty tea. I want to talk about all the tea.
you know what? See, there's so many deep conversation that can stem from what she just said and what Ty said earlier. I
What
want to know. So, because right now, we're kind of introducing, ourselves to
Mhm.
our audiences, and we're gonna get you guys will get to meet our other lovely co-hosts, and you'll get to hear from them as well. However, Sydney,
What?
were you adopted at a young baby stage?
Yes, I was. I was actually adopted. Well, when I was in my mama's belly, my birth mom, Becky, I was in her belly, and my mom and dad were already trying to adopt me. Of course, they couldn't with all the legalities and all that stuff. It takes a while. At least at the time it did. So it took about 2 months. Of course, they had visitations and all of that. But I am so sorry. Excuse me, ma'am. It took about it took about 2 months for me to get fully into the home. And so yeah, I was a baby. Yeah. I also have 14 other siblings that are adopted. So we're yeah.
Same mom and dad, or
Mhm.
Yeah.
oh my God,
Well, not
that's
all of us same mom and dad, sorry, biologically, but of course adoptively. Yeah, same mom and dad. But no, we none of us have the same biological parents.
okay, gotcha.
Wow.
I know
That
we
is
all look different. Like my sister from South Korea, one of my brothers, he's Hispanic. Some of us are mixed, some of us are black. White.
Love
yeah.
that. That's
It's
actually
so
cool.
Wow. No, that is that is so that's so I have so many questions running through my mind already.
Yeah, I
So
do
now,
too.
now
We
this is
have to
turned into
save
an
them. We have to
interview
save
with our co-host, Sydney. Oh my goodness. So I was having a conversation with my mother not too long ago, and it was a story about, and there's some way I get it how you can hear me out. Hear me out. So there was a story that we discovered on the internet where a parent, she didn't adopt her. She stole her. She stole a baby at birth, though, Ty. Stole a baby at birth, raised her as her own. So the child loved the parent that brought them up.
Absolutely.
And when the child was like 17, it was revealed to her that the parent that raised her this whole time had stolen her. And even then, my mother was like, she was flabbergasted. She was like, I can't believe that the daughter didn't want to go back to her original family. I said, Mom, you've got to understand. Was a clean slate when she walked into this woman's arms. That's
Yeah.
all she knew. That's everything she breathed. That was her life. That was her love and her mother,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so everybody else is foreign.
Mhm. Yep. And that's where like biology doesn't mean anything. You know what I
No,
mean? She was raised by someone else. That's her mom, you
that's
know?
it. That's it,
Yeah.
And I think when you share your perspective, it gives me a deeper understanding. It gives me a pretty smart perspective, right?
Yeah.
It gives me a pretty
Yeah.
smart perspective. It makes me feel smarter than what I actually knew. You make me feel smarter, Sydney.
Oh, stop it. You guys are insane. We're pretty smart.
Yes, we are. We're pretty smart. And so, as we unfold, as our flower blooms here on this platform, I can't wait to we got a lovely comment here, y'all. I saw that pop up on the screen. I don't know if our audience could see that too. I love that you have all those multicultural relationships. I know.
It's
It's
great.
beautiful. I love that. You can help us out. You can
Sure.
We should bring them on sometime. Come on, siblings. Let's go.
you have to. You definitely. I mean, we've got to have, of course, willingly, one of your family members as a guest. I want, Tasha's gonna have a guest. I'm gonna bring a guest. We're all gonna have some guests. There's gonna be a season where we bring on some pretty smart people to be a guest on our show. And
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to it. I was telling Ty earlier, I said, we have you being one of the diamonds of our show. There's so many different backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Yeah.
got we've got some people who are more in tune to the millennial side. We've got some women who are more geared into the old school way of growing up. I'm a mix of both, Ty. I'm like old school. I'm just wrapped in this good looking new package. But I feel
I
like
feel you. Yep,
I
I'm
feel
the
like
same
I've got
way.
an old soul.
Yep, that's me.
I totally, yes, I agree. You do have an old soul.
Okay, you gotta tell me what gives it away. I've always wanted to know.
I mean, just you everything about you, the way you speak, the way you approach things, like everything, you're just so like elegant and queen-like, you know what I mean? And only somebody with a queen-like can be an old soul. And that's Veronique, like you demand a presence in the room, and then people respect you, and you're beautiful,
sure.
and like,
Oh my
girl, let me keep going.
You know what?
Like,
You've got that same je ne sais quoi. You've got that same,
you.
yes, we all do.
With a little touch of rebellion on top, right?
I love it. And you know why I say that we all have that? Because somebody looks at you that way. Somebody admires you the same
Oh,
way.
true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we
Mhm.
all have that, and we speak to people the same way. As you see me, somebody sees you this very same way. And I'm honored because I always feel like I'm a little thrown to the left sometimes.
Just
Well,
sometimes.
you carry it well. So.
So I'm looking forward to all of the pretty smart stories that we're going to share,
Me too.
all of the pretty smart insights that we've discovered in the mud, right?
Yeah.
And I was sharing, right before you ladies joined, I said there's more than one way to climb a mountain.
Mm.
There's more than one way to climb a mountain. One way is not going to always work for somebody else or for everybody, right? There's always more than one solution to a problem,
Yes. Mm.
right? And so that's what I'm looking to kind of tap into as we talk about these topics, as we talk about how did you overcome that? We went through the same thing. What did you do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So Camille is getting ready to join us. I know I jumped subject. I know Camille. I know I jumped sides here in just a moment. But as we're adding to the family, let's give a warm welcome to Camille. Welcome to the room,
Hey,
Camille.
sisters.
Camille.
I know we're trying to get it together. I know.
It's okay. Okay.
Good
Good to
to see you.
see you. And girl,
Okay,
killing
what
that
we talking about?
again.
Yes,
Fill me in,
Camille. So
girlfriend.
yes, let me fill your cup. Let it beautiful. This
Yes.
is another diamond that just jumped on the platform. We've just been speaking to the audience. So what we're doing, Camille, we're introducing ourselves. Who are you? A little bit of background about yourself, where you're from, and one of the topics that is dear to your heart that you're looking to share on our platform. Pretty smart.
Well, yes, everyone. I'm Camille Valentine. I'm really excited to be here to really just empower other women amongst other goddesses. I'm a woman empowerment goddess person, and I believe in lifting up Black women in particular. And I am an executive coach, and I'm also a graduate student. I am studying the imposter phenomenon in the workplace for Black men and women of color. So I just completed my study, and I have now started to analyze the data and code it and figure out what we can do to help us overcome the imposter phenomenon. And I know that this is something that is starting to become more and more popular. In lay literature, it's imposter syndrome. But the originators, it's the imposter phenomenon. So I'm hoping to bring a little bit of this and that surrounding, the various topics that we have, whether it's having to do with relationships, career coaching, getting over the imposter phenomenon, really believing in ourselves and awakening our divine feminine energy. You know what I mean? That's spirituality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, to have fun and to have fun with you ladies. Seriously. Just vibe, really.
Wow. Camille, oh my goodness, you with just that intro alone, you filled a cup. You filled our cups, just with that. You said something. Well, first of all, what I'm feeling from you is that you have a compassion backed with power and strength.
Yes. Yeah,
I love that. I love that. Yes.
So you have this flower like petal to you, but you still know how to come with the boulder in a shell. You still know how to. You've got you got a good spine. I like your spine. I like
Thank
your
you,
backbone.
sis.
Mhm.
You
Yep,
got
I
it.
agree.
Man, and so and that's a dynamic that we need here on Pretty Smart. And I was sharing earlier, Tashay has this beautiful empathy where she has compassion, where she wants to nurture and she wants to, oh, let me patch you up, let me hold you, let me carry you a little bit. And
Yeah.
you got and the reason why I'm pointing out these different diamond factors amongst all of us, because one day, Camille, I'm gonna need your strength.
Yes.
Sydney, one day I'm gonna need your wise. I feel like with Sydney, you're very wise and you know how to go with the flow and you know how to be
Yeah.
passive when it's necessary. You know how to pick your battles.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would agree. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we all have, and sometimes I need somebody to tell me, Dominique, today this ain't your battle, and I might need to be like, Dominique, don't go there. This ain't a fight.
Right.
This is not a necessary fight, because I'm ready. You know, and,
I will take it. I'll be there. But I'm gonna need you too, girl. I'm gonna need all your wisdom.
and that's why we're here. There's a camaraderie here. There's a sister link
Yeah.
where we're locking elbows and we're marching on the field together. We're all on the front line. And one day, Camille's going to carry the torch. The next day, Sydney's going to carry it. The next moment, Ty is going to carry it. And then whoever, I know we don't have all our co-stars here today, but everybody has a dynamic that we all can benefit from, you know? And so look at that. We've got some time in. Somebody said, look at how Darvinique is expounding on those gems on her. Listen, we got diamonds in the room. I told you, beauty goes beyond the surface here, right? We are more than just a pretty face. We are pretty and we're smart. We've got wisdom. We've got dynamic. We've got experience. We've got grit and gut. Okay.
Yes,
We
we
don't
do.
matter.
Yes, we do.
You know? So this is why I want to hear from Camille, Sydney, and Ty. And I want to hear how you got to where you were. What was that moment that made you stand up? And by the way, I'm tapping more into my femininity. I've realized it's okay to be soft
Yeah.
in a world that's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to receive the help. And it's also okay to take the cape off.
Yes.
You gotta take that cape off. Somebody told me that. I was like,
I'm sitting here like trying to find my tears right now. Like, she over here speaking on me. She's speaking it.
Oh no.
somebody looked at me, Camille, and said, look me eye to eye. I'm gonna look in the camera. Somebody
Yeah.
said, Darvinique, take off the cape. Take it off.
Wow.
And I've never heard anybody speak to my soul, my spirit. They were speaking to the me inside of me.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about. Am I right or am I right, y'all?
Yes, you are right.
So, Camille, please elaborate. Sydney, Ty, elaborate. I'm gonna lean back. No, I'm
Lean back.
hosting, but I'm gonna lean. I know I'm gonna
No,
lean back.
don't lean back. Lean forward.
No,
Yeah.
Darvinique was
Lean
giving
in.
it. I was be like, take me to church.
Right.
Oh.
There was I know, right? There was a question. Do you feel Black female friendships are only shown? No, not anymore. For a long period of time, I felt like African American friendships were shown in a negative light. But the more the world has opened up, technology, and we feel like, and we're seeing how much better we are together.
Yeah.
This is where the sisterhood flower unfolds.
Exactly.
I need you, Sydney. I need you, Ty. I need you, Camille. You see what I'm saying? At one point, though, it wasn't like that.
No.
I know. I don't know why it became so catty, or at least what I feel is though, like the media made it such, and that's what they highlighted. It doesn't necessarily mean that that was what was going on, but it does mean that this is the program that they want to feed to mainstream, so that they believe that we are not capable of being on one accord, so that they believe we are not capable of being friends, so that they believe we are not capable of trying to fight for some spotlight. No, we're here for the collective, and that's what they missed.
Well, of
This
course,
is, this is why this is happening.
Yes.
like, of course they want to
what
keep
we
you
do.
divided. Imagine if all Black women bound together and we're sisters. Come on. Look how powerful that would be.
Gosh. Wait a minute, girls. So first of all, I've been up since 4 a.m. Okay. And the reason is because I started this ritual and I was transitioning and I really needed to find that time. I was in the 9-to-5 grind type of space and I needed that sanctuary time for myself. And that was the only 2 hours that I could find in the 24 that I had, you know.
Yeah.
So when I transitioned out, I still kept it. But so this morning I was up and I got up talking about empowerment. Sydney, you sparked this in me. Girl, do y'all know Beyonce done dropped a new album?
Yes, we
I heard about it.
I was like, this woman has been with me through everything. I mean, everything through divorce, through every degree. I mean, through every hardship. Like right now, she's bringing it right now for me. I'm just really oozing with enthusiasm because it gives me energy. It gives me energy to tap into that power when we are faced with so much adversity. So yeah, I appreciate the sisterhood and support for sure. And those who are listening and who will be coming into this space, they will be looking at these tapes and getting inspired. They'll be timeless.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that I am working on right now, and I can't wait to hear what everybody's working on. And because we're creatives, everybody in here is creative. First of all, we come from a creative. We're just creative beings. That's how we get empowered. You know, when we get these ideas and we express them and we meet other creatives that spark our inspiration. So one of the things I'm working on is a journal for women.
Oh, yes.
And the journal, I love it. This has helped me. I'm speaking from personal experience. And it's gonna say, in a multitude of counsel there is safety. And so the journal is going to be geared around solution-based thinking, where if you're faced with one challenge, come up with 5 ways to solve that one problem, and you'll write it in the journal.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
and you know, so that's what I'm working on. I can't wait till it's done. It's something really simple, but it's highly impactful.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh, listen to this. It says Black women are definitely more supportive of each other, especially now with the world being like it is.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And we gotta stay like that too.
Absolutely.
I think this is just the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Beginning, because
I like that.
You know what I mean? Like they're trying to take away different rights and they think that they're doing something, but what they're really doing is applying the pressure. Because y'all know what happens to pressure, right? Y'all know what happens to time and pressure, right?
Oh yeah, and they went
diamonds, baby, diamonds. But I'm like, y'all keep on
coming for us women, especially. Come on, wrong move.
Yes, absolutely.
You haven't given us a chance to play the chess, but we know how to win.
I know that's right.
Don't play with us.
You know, ladies, as we and first of all, I want to thank everybody for being here and being a part of. You guys are my co-stars. Y'all are my co-hosts. Y'all are my co-hosts. And so, any final thoughts that you would like to add to tonight's introduction of what Pretty Smart is all about, how we're coming together, and any final thoughts on what our viewers will continuously expect? Any final thoughts?
Let's go, Tashay. Let's go.
I just hope, honestly, that everyone can learn from what experiences we have, can learn from, anything that we bring to the table, be influenced, feel loved, feel like you care, you matter in this world. Because like I said earlier, there's a lot going on in this world. And I believe mental health mental wellness is very important right now. So that's a big thing that I definitely want everyone to get out of. I want everyone to feel like they have a place here, including men. I know they're gonna hate on us because some of our conversations is gonna make them a little uncomfortable, but that's okay. You know, have your input. You know, go ahead and share it with us so we can discuss it, and you know, make everyone just feel comfortable to listen to us and be with us at all times and tune in every Friday. And we'll be here. So yeah.
Very good.
I agree.
Sydney.
I mean, same. I'm excited to have fun. I want people, again, a lot of topics we're going to talk about. Like Taishay said, it's a good way to learn, educate. You know, I don't know everything about every different community and different topics, so you can learn a lot. Exactly. Taishay, well put. I'm following after such a well put ending. You know, I want to lift each other up, talk about controversial topics that need to be talked about. Like Taishay said, I want people to put their input in. Let's talk about it, you know? Like she said, let's discuss it and just learn from each other, grow, and have a good time.
Yes. Camille, any beautiful final thoughts?
Thank you, ladies. I echo exactly what my sisters and co-hosts have also said. You know, mental health is a big deal. Us really embracing who we are, our authenticity, self-love, you know, awakening the divine femininity within us, all these things. And of course, having some thought behind it. I mean, I like intellectual, stimulating conversations.
Yes.
Like, this is that space where you could bring it, whether you are a man or a woman, you know, up, down, purple, black. It doesn't matter. Straight, gay, bisexual. It doesn't matter. We are welcoming you here. So I'm interested in what you have going on up in here.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right. So yes, take it away.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the beautiful, the best. We've got some diamonds in the room. There'll be more diamonds showing up on Pretty Smart. We are honored. We're just giving you a drop in the ocean of what's to come. You know, when you dive deep, you find the treasure. So we're going to be coming together where beauty goes beyond the surface. Once again, beauty without depth is just decoration. We'll see you next time on another episode of Pretty Smart.
Bye.